Hey, what's up guys, Tactiholics here, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Spitfire from Vortex Optics. Offered in two different models. You have a fixed 1 power and a fixed 3 power prism optic. Right now we're working with the fixed 1 power magnification, but the prism optic has the reticle etched into the glass, which is going to eliminate any potential for that reticle to be seen with a flare or a starburst effect that you'll get with some of their other optics to a small degree, such as the Spark and the Strike Fire. The Spitfire is offered with red and green reticle illumination. You got 5 different settings per color, so 1 through 5 red, 1 through 5 green. They're going to be functioned by this knob here on top, so it's nice and tactile. It's a large thing to hit, so it becomes very, very easy to function with gloves on and anything else. And although we're dealing with the fixed 1 power magnification, there is a slight bit of eye relief, about 3.5 inches, so you'll kind of have to deal with that. And here on the back of the optic, they have a fine-tuned focus ring for you, so you can get that thing set up for you. You know, one of the nice features that you have with the red and green reticle is the ability to not only change the brightness level, but also change the color of your reticle. So depending on what your environment coloring is or what your target coloring is, you run a better chance of overcoming any washed out issues that you might have. Being that it's bright right now, I'm going to start on level 5 green on the fifth, being the brightest green setting. We're going to try to pick them up on some orange targets, then we're going to try the red reticle. Here we go. Let's go ahead and switch it over to red. This optic is actually turned off, you can see there. So I'm just going to run this with a black reticle here and just kind of see how easy that is to pick up in sort of a washed out, brightly lit area. And I'm going to be kneeling. So that wasn't too easy because we have a black background. You know, really all I had was that center dot that I could see when I would pass the reticle over an actual orange target. Let's come on, take a walk down here and see how this whole thing comes together. So there we go. We got a number of hits, and it looks like 2 overall misses. You know, some of the shots I missed initially, we had to bring them back in with other rounds and take those targets out. Okay, as I mentioned, Vortex claims that this is a fast acquisition optic. And you know, close to medium range. So what we've done is taken, you know, roughly a center mass size target, and we got a magazine in here. We're gonna go ahead and start at a low ready position, bring the weapon up, and try to put rounds into that, ideally into that that yellow box on there, you know, in a fast fashion, just 1 round at a time. Here we go. Try the green reticle, the yellow target. Here we got all of our shots are nice inside that zone. You know, ultimately what we could be happy with, pull this thing off here, pretty much the entire piece of cardboard but you know, always find a target, push yourself to a little bit tighter shot group and shot placement. You know, for fast acquisition, I actually say I'm pleasantly surprised with that. You know, kind of playing with this thing and running it prior to this, I found that little bit of eye relief that you have to kind of incorporate to be somewhat cumbersome for me personally. I'm more of a red dot fan, but this thing is surprisingly fast coming up on target. After spending some time behind the Vortex Spitfire, I really like it. Honestly, quite a bit more than I thought that I would. Again, being that it does have a little bit of eye relief, and it's a little bit bigger body than something that I'm kind of particular to running right now. This thing works really well. It's very fast acquisition, just as they claim. You know, you do have that ability on the back to fine-tune the focus, and that really makes a big difference. And I didn't really find myself, you know, bringing the gun up. I kind of found a consistent point of reference there behind the optic at the relief that prohibited me or prevented me from having to kind of adjust my eye relief on the fly front to back. So the thing works really well. We did have some issues with both the red and green illuminated reticles washing out, but I think again that was target dependent and environment dependent. But so that having that adjustability there and that option there is very, very nice. One more thing that I'll touch on is the battery cap did come off on us actually. You can see here how it sits right on top of the illumination knob. And you know, actually in turning this, we were turning both the illumination knob and the battery cap. We managed to pop that thing loose, so be kind of careful with that. Touching back real quick here, the risers and the mounts that they give you, you can either do a lower 1/3 co-witness or a full co-witness. So again, a lot of versatility there. Vortex is really good at taking care of their guys. I'd like to say thanks to Ken Calhoun out there and the entire Vortex staff for hooking me up with this thing and getting us the opportunity to come out here and run it. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to us here on YouTube, because we never quit.